So guys, what if I asked you to tell me about the process which is perhaps the most important process as far as life is concerned, without which there would have been no life, there would have been, or life would have been not in the such a diverse form, without which the maintenance of life, our very survival was perhaps impossible. So what would be that single phenomena, single process? Yes? Try it. Yes, you are right. It's photosynthesis. The process by which plants make their food. Very simple thing it looks like. The process by which the plants make their food by the use of sunlight. But you will learn in the coming lectures that plants exhibit the machinery that is as complex, as complicated as is any cellular machinery in any other organism when it comes to photosynthesis. Let's have a very general overview first of the process of photosynthesis, and then we will talk in detail the biochemical pathways which are involved in this process. So, as I have just told you that photosynthesis is the process which is associated with plants, it's occurring in the plants. It's a process by which green plants and algae and certain bacteria, they convert light energy into the chemical energy. So they use the energy of the sunlight and they make their food by this process. It's essential for life on Earth. I mean, life would have not been here perhaps if there was no photosynthesis. Primary source of energy in nearly all living organisms. It's because of this very process that we have classified the living organism into two very major groups. One is the autotrophs, which can make their food, of course plants, because of the process of photosynthesis, and then are the heterotrophs that who cannot make their own food. That is us. We cannot make of their own food, our own food. Of course, you can say we can cook our food, that's fine, but that's not making the food. We are unfortunately, I mean, it's not there. We don't have the machinery. When I say we, I mean all the animal kingdom. And we depend on autotrophs for our food one way or the other, directly or indirectly. And the energy also we use for our own metabolism at the very, base of it, it's also coming from the energy which is trapped into the carbohydrates or in the food of the plants by the process of photosynthesis, which shows the indispensability of this process. The equation of the photosynthesis you have been studying from your, I would say, middle school, then high school and college level. So it's not something I have to repeat it, but yes, it gives you the food. It makes the food of the plant. A very important structure which you will study in the coming days is the chloroplast, the organelles in which the process of photosynthesis mainly takes place. The chloroplasts have a specific structure. They have a stroma, a fluid-filled space, which have many membranes known as thylakoid membranes, and then it has a stacks of this. The stacks of thylakoids are known as grana, and the most important, they have the chlorophyll, the pigment which is responsible for the absorption of light or the absorption of the spectrum of light. That is very important to give the energy for the process of photosynthesis. There are two major reactions. We classify the reactions of photosynthetic reactions into two major classes: light dependent reactions and light independent reactions. The light-dependent reactions gives you the energy, and the light-independent reactions then, or Calvin cycle it is also known as, or dark cycle, that those are the reactions which make use of the energy which you get from the light dependent reaction, and then they make the food. Chlorophyll is a very special pigment which absorbs the special light, the portion of the light, or a portion of the spectrum of the light, which we say the blue violet region of the light. Specifically, it's the blue violet and the red region of the light spectrum. Then there is chlorophyll B. It assists in the capturing of the light. And there are some other accessory pigments, we would say. They're like carotenoids. They absorb light in different wavelengths, which are different than the light which is absorbed by chlorophyll A. Without photosynthesis, there would have been almost no life. It would have been a desert, as you see, a lifeless desert, as you see in the case of Mars, or on many planets. So one of the reasons that our Earth is so beautiful, so lovely, is because of the photosynthesis process. And we will see in our succeeding lectures that it's not only a simple, beautiful story of how the energy is used, it also shows you that how complicated machinery the plants have. All sort of complexity and sophistication which you see in the cells of the higher eukaryotes, like the animals, you will see the same sophistication and complexity and diversity of cellular machinery in plants also, when you are talking about the process of photosynthesis.